on Cutlers Court.
So she put it on you.
She did. This was just supposed to be a one-time thing.
Okay.
Hit it and quit it.
Right.
So by June, I was living with him.
How did
Okay.
that happen?
He asked me to come live with him.
That is not true. She had another friend moving from New York, and they were gonna get a place together.
Okay,
So
did you ever talk to this friend?
Yeah. She
Okay.
ended up moving in too. She never paid rent either.
Oh, you were getting paid. It just wasn't in cash.
Well, that's what she thought.
We'll find out today if she is ordered to pay. This is Cutlers Court. Angel Clark is coming to court after battling his frenemy and former fling over unpaid rent. He's seeking help from the judges to get the $900 he's owed so he can be done with this entanglement once and for all. Celestea Williams says she never agreed to pay any rent because her former fling never asked her to. She's here to plead her case and expose Angel for the liar and chauvinist he is.
Your Honor, this is case number 1106, Clark versus Williams.
Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Clark, you have brought Miss Williams here because the rent is due.
Yes, Your Honor, the rent is due.
Okay, tell me what you're suing for and why.
I am suing my estranged captor, my entanglement partner, Celestea Williams, for $900 for 6 months of unpaid rent.
And you said, what did you call her? What's
My
your
entanglement captor.
entanglement captor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me how she got that name.
Well, she low-key tricked me and slicked me. You know, we have been on and off again, sort of frenemies for about 10 years. And
Frenemies?
yes, ma'am, frenemies.
Okay.
Like sometimes we friends, sometimes we enemies. Just depends on what day of the week it is.
Wait, how did y'all meet? Let's start there.
Facebook, social media.
Okay.
Okay.
And we were in the same social network of friends. We attended a lot of the same events, gatherings, and different things like that.
All right.
And I think in the beginning she sort of liked me, but she lived a little far away, so I sort of low-key, you know, curved her a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think that's when she started treating me like the enemy.
And what did that look like?
Yeah.
It was always she had something slick to say. Like I know one night we was at friends was hosting a game night. I'm with somebody else that I was seeing at the time.
Okay.
And she was low-key, we all in the kitchen having drinks, talking and stuff. And she was making, you know, little comments, taking little shots at me, and I just brushed it off.
Comments like what?
You know, just about me being light-skinned, I think I'm better than everybody else. You know, just throwing shade, you know. And the lady I'm with was like, you know, what's going on? Why is she taking shots at you? I was like, I don't know. She was like, you sure y'all ain't got nothing going on? Nothing.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. So Ms. Williams, and mind you, I'm not going to be biased either way, but you got something against light-skinned brothers? I mean...
Not especially, Your Honor.
Not especially.
Not especially.
Not
But
especially.
not incompletely.
But Mr. Clark did not assist in that unbiased, if you know what
He did not help us.
Well, there is some truth to it. We did stay at odds a lot
Okay.
over the first 6 years that we knew each other. But we would also, off social media, have very cordial conversations, very casual conversations. And
Really?
Okay, wait.
Absolutely.
So on social media, y'all were enemies. So what did that look like? Like, what were y'all, how could you be an enemy
we
on
were in
Facebook?
social groups, and certain topics come up that we're both very passionate about, as you can imagine. And he'd have his opinions, I'd have mine. And
So Yorkies versus Poodles, go. And then y'all would just...
pretty much.
Okay.
Pit
It would
bull.
be all-out war.
Okay, and
But,
then...
I mean, all is fair in love and war. And when we would talk one-on-one, we would, you know, discuss things other than that.
Okay.
There was, you know, some flirting in the beginning, but that turned into some regular conversation. We would talk about faith and kids and
They're flirting on whose part?
on both of our parts.
Okay. All right.
You weren't flirting?
Nope. No, ma'am. Not at all.
Okay, well, how you move from not flirting at all, that she's now your captive entanglement? Or
Right.
entanglement captor?
Yes.
Okay, how you get from there
She
to...
was doing the flirting. I
Okay.
was resisting the flirt. She was trying to get me to flirt back.
Okay, but at some point, the resistance dropped because y'all here.
Right. It did drop. She wore me down over time. It took some years.
And what did she do to wear you down?
Eventually, she called me one night. It was like a Monday night. I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner.
What
I'm
you
at home alone.
doing? What you doing? Is that what
That's,
you
yeah, that's what it was.
Hey.
Hey, friend, how
WYD?
you- She was like, hey, friend. How you? I'm like, we stop it. We ain't friends. What you want? I just called to check on you. No, you're not. What you want? So that went on for about 20, 30 minutes. And then so by she was like, you know what? I know we got this sort of frenemy energy thing going on, but I think, we would have very good relations. I think all that energy would make great relations.
Okay. All right.
So I'm like, I don't know about all that. I don't know about
But you didn't say no.
Well,
For the first 2 hours, I did. That conversation lasted about 2 hours, and I finally gave
45
in.
minutes.
but hold on. Weren't
It
you
lasted
impressed
45 minutes.
by the woman who made the first move?
I was more leery. I thought she was setting me up to rob me.
To
I
rob
did.
you?
Yes, I really did. I'm thinking because she was gonna come over to my place. I'm thinking she probably have a group of dudes come to my house and try to beat me up or rob me.
So, but you let her come over.
I did.
Is that how that went down?
Sort of, kind of.
What's the part that's...
We initially stopped speaking because, moment of transparency, he was kind of the embodiment of everything I really didn't care for about men at the time. And it was at no fault of his own.
Okay.
I was going through some things emotionally, and
So let me ask this. Besides the light skin thing, what was it about him you really didn't like?
I mean, he's a chauvinist. He talks entirely too much. His mouth is very disrespectful.
Sometimes.
But yet, well, wait a minute. But yet, you
But
called him.
I didn't want him to have an impression of me that other people didn't have, because I'm always positive, I'm always compassionate, and he did not have that impression of me.
So you said, I'll show you.
Well, I did.
To get him to see the other side, you gave him the cookies.
Well, I offered the cookies
got
and he
clapped.
took them.
Okay,
go.
but I'm just saying, that's an interesting way to, like, I'm really a nice person. Let me put it on you.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Coming up,
his drinking even became a part of our sexual relationship.
Okay, tell me how, well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know you want to know.
I know. Well, how'd that happen?
if you and your partner can't agree on things, we can help. Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
I think all that energy would make great relations.
Okay. All
So
right.
I'm like, I don't know about all that.
But you didn't say no. So she put it on you.
She did.
Okay.
But that first time, the first time is always great the first time. Everybody brings their A game the first time. Then after
Do
that,
they?
then they want to,
What about the second time, the third time? What happened?
So she brought her A game, I brought my A game.
All right.
That was supposed to be a one-time thing.
You brought your what?
A game, yes I did. Because after that, somebody blowing my phone up, calling me. We should hang out. We should go bowling. We should do this. We didn't agree to none of that. This was just supposed to be a one-time thing.
Okay.
Hit it and quit it.
Right.
All right.
She done went and caught feelings, and she done got all attached now, because once you put it on them, now that's what happened.
Oh, that's what
Okay.
happens.
All right.
He's holding it down for the light-skinned brothers.
That's right.
Okay.
What that got to do with that?
All right.
Your
Now,
Honor.
Miss Williams. Okay, now.
This journey started in January, and in February, he was the one that called me and asked me to attend his best friend's birthday party as his +1. Unbeknownst to me that this was gonna be an all couples event. Mind you, we were running late for the event because we had a photo shoot that we did together earlier that day.
And who set that up?
Well, a friend of mine was releasing a clothing line, and we had already agreed to model for her photo shoot.
All right. Okay. Was this before or after he says you were blowing up his phone?
I mean, we were blowing up each other's phones, among other things.
Okay.
That is not the case, because I was even telling another female friend of mine, I was like, I told you I did this with Celestea the other day right here. I said, she's calling me, blowing my phone up now.
You say a lot of things. In case, do you hear yourself? When we
I'm a lot
went
of
to
things,
dinner
but a
with
liar
his
I'm not.
friends, They opened up the microphone for someone to come and sing. So, of course, me being a singer, I graced the mic. And while I'm on stage, his friends asked, "Did you know she could sing?" And his response was, "No, all she ever does for me is moan." His mouth is out of control.
Hold on, did you say that?
I'm a truthful person. Yes, Your Honor, I did say it.
That's so disrespectful.
Mind you, I have been drinking.
When are
Okay.
you not? You know your drinking had a better relationship than we did, but yeah.
I had
Okay,
to drink
so
to tolerate her.
His drinking even became a part of our sexual relationship.
Okay, tell me how. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You want to know.
I know. Well, how that happened?
Well, I mean, you've heard of the whiskey stick. Well, his whiskey stick would allow him to fall asleep while it was still up. He was consensual while he was awake. He was just snoring during.
During?
It was still up.
Wait.
That's all that matters.
It isn't.
Wait.
Let me disabuse you of that. It's not enough. It isn't.
Thank you.
During sex.
I said it was
During.
mid-grade.
Snoring.
Mid-grade?
It was mid-grade. You don't fall asleep on fire.
You know that goes both ways, right?
So did you go to sleep on the whiskey stick? What are we saying?
Numerous times.
She would fall asleep.
But she's narcoleptic, though.
Are you a narcoleptic?
No.
Yes,
Okay.
she is. She
Did
ain't
you
gonna
fall
admit it.
asleep during?
Maybe once or twice.
Y'all ain't doing it right.
That was, you took the words right out of my mouth. So were y'all living in separate cities at that time or the same city?
We were sleeping in the same bed.
When you visited or you living together?
Oh, she was living in.
So by June, I was living with him.
How that
Okay.
happen?
He asked me to come live with him.
No, that is not true. She was looking for a place but having a hard time finding a place.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I travel a lot. I was going 25, 27 days a month anyway. She was always at my place anyway. So I was like, why don't you just come stay at my place till you find a place? Because she had another friend moving from New York and they were going to get a place together.
Okay.
So this was-
Did you ever talk to this friend?
Yeah. She
Okay.
ended up moving in too. She never paid rent either.
So you just became the Holiday Inn.
So I'm like, okay, cool. $150 a month. Just help with the utilities. Just to me, that's what it just to cover the
So-
utilities.
So she was supposed to pay $150 a month. Who
Yes, sure.
was the friend supposed to pay $150?
She was supposed to pay the same thing.
Okay. Did you agree to pay him $100?
First of all, Your
wait,
Honor.
I'm asking you. Did you agree to pay $150 a month?
There was no agreement
There was.
to pay
Your
no
Honor.
$150.
There was.
It was come and stay with me until you figure out what you're gonna do next.
Now you know that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't gone to sleep on him during sex.
Up next,
We did spend Father's Day weekend together last year.
Oh,
That is
okay.
correct.
Were y'all entangled that weekend?
We was entangled that weekend.
Oh, so nobody fell asleep.
Nobody.
It was morning
that
time.
ain't-
Oh
that
no, there
doesn't-
was no sleeping on that trip, Your Honor.
You don't fall asleep on fire.
You know that goes both ways, right?
Did you fall asleep during?
Maybe once or twice.
Okay, so the question I have is, are y'all still in a situationship?
No, I escaped. I'm free. Your Honor.
Absolutely not.
Okay, do y'all don't want to be entangled no more?
I'm in therapy now, recovering.
That does not mean you don't want some more of it.
No, Your Honor.
You free.
Look.
Free at
Once you get
last, free
delivered
at
out of
last.
Egypt, you don't go back into bondage.
Okay.
So
Let my people
So we didn't spend
go.
Father's Day weekend together last year?
We did spend Father's Day weekend together last year.
Oh, okay.
okay, so
Last year.
Wait, did y'all? Wait a minute. Were y'all entangled that weekend?
We was entangled that weekend.
Morning or night? Wait.
Morning.
Okay.
so nobody fell asleep.
Nobody.
It was morning time.
Oh no, there was no sleeping on that trip, Your Honor.
All right. So since then, you all have not been entangled,
Except
We were
except for
entangled.
Father's Day.
Except
Yes.
for Father's Day. correct.
Except
Okay.
for Father's Day.
Do you all still communicate at all?
Absolutely.
Occasionally. Well, she was mad at me for a while, so.
Okay, how occasionally?
Like once a month, maybe.
Okay.
Once a couple times a month.
And what does that look like?
He's always trying to micromanage my emotions.
Hold on.
It's
what-
more or
what's
less just a casual conversation, just checking in.
it? Text, Facebook, FaceTime, what?
Regular phone calls or text message.
Okay. I think we've got what we need. We need to figure this out. So Judge Dana and I are going to deliberate, and we'll let you know what we determine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tashi, please show our litigants out. Remember the good old days when we didn't call them entanglements? It was what it was, and you didn't have to try to sugarcoat it, or it was a hookup. That's what it was. It was a hookup. You know, now it's got to be an entanglement. There's all these strings attached.
Well,
and-
but here's the thing: a hookup was one time, but a booty call, you
Yeah.
know. Thank you. One night
that's it.
stand. But I mean, a string of one night stands. Really, entanglement is a good description.
Well, central issue, what about the rent? The rent, and I'll put that in quotes. I think she was already living there,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. And look, that conversation may have very well happened. Like, you know, you ought to pay for the utilities or something. Yeah, I should. That would be a good idea.
You know,
Tashi,
look,
Tashi,
you know-
hey, you should pay the rent for standing there. You taking up all this space over there? Yeah, exactly. And you keep it moving. You ain't nobody doing that. But they clearly are doing something wrong. How you go to sleep having sex?
Both of them.
Both
Each
of them. It's like their A game must be like a D game or something. Oh, did I say that? I was talking about the D, like A, B, C, D.
Sure you were. Sure you were.
Y'all think I'm naughty. I'm not that naughty. Anyway,
You can be.
I can be, but I wasn't being that time.
Let's bring our litigants back in before Judge Denny gets in more trouble.
Clearly, I have stepped into the boiling pot.
All right, Mr. Clark and Ms. Williams, Judge Dana and I have had a chance to deliberate, and as far as your entanglement / situationship, I don't know what to do with that, because I don't think you all know what to do with it. I think you like having that history. I think you like having it out there. You know, who's not to say next couple of months y'all might get entangled again because of the fun of it. You keep in touch, you're gonna build up that sexual tension, and at some point y'all might reconnect again.
Well, they've done that. They were apart and then they reconnected for Father's Day.
So it may take a little longer this time. He's shaking his head no, but you've already
St. Patrick's Day
said you've already
coming
said
in.
no 3 times, followed by saying yes. So you saying shaking your head no doesn't mean nothing to me right now. So
Y'all got St. Patrick's Day coming up, and
you know,
Arbor Day. And
I quit drinking.
hey, you know what?
About
You know what?
time.
Look, just spin the wheel and pick a holiday. That's all you got to do.
Yes.
So, but whatever you do with that, God bless you. Good luck with it. As it relates to the claim for unpaid rent, and I put that in quotes, it really wasn't rent because it was, in your description, a contribution to the utilities. But there was nothing in writing, nothing that she signed. She disagrees that she made this agreement, and she was already living there. And so on that basis, we're going to have to deny your claim for the $150 per month that you were seeking. And so on that, we're going to find in favor of the defendant. So that is the determination of this court. Best wishes to both of you. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I actually appreciate the judge's ruling, and their ruling was absolutely fair, considering that Angel was there for me during a very difficult time in my life.
I don't think we'll reconnect in the future. I don't foresee that coming as far as a reconnection, but who knows, on another drunk holiday it may happen.
Thing about rekindles, if you know anything about fires, they're very unpredictable, so you can keep putting them out and you never know when they're gonna spark up again.
Today on Cutler's Court.
When you all broke up and you knew she wasn't coming back to live with you, why didn't you allow her to at least say goodbye to Bob Marley?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
The conversations that we had
After we broke up, we're always heated. I didn't want the drama. I
But
knew
you're creating the drama.
What were you arguing about?
whether she should keep Bob or I should keep him.
Okay, so after you all decided to break up, all the discussions then were who gets Bob?
Correct.
We'll find out today who will keep the dog. This is Cutlers Court. Nicole Serrano is suing her ex-boyfriend for the pet dog they adopted together while dating. She claims he was jealous of her career success and stole the dog to be spiteful after they broke up. Peter Plemons says he would have loved to make his relationship with his ex-girlfriend work, but she never made time for him or their beloved pet. He believes it is in the best interest of the dog to remain with him since she travels so much for work.
Your Honor, this is case number 1152, Serrano versus Plemons.
Thank you, Tashi. Ms. Serrano, you have gotten all that you can get out of your relationship with Mr. Plemons. It's over, except one thing, left unresolved. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, what's our issue?
So he, as you can see, has my precious, beloved dog with him, and he's putting glasses and things on him. And yeah, he just stole my dog after our breakup. You want me to give you a little bit of backstory on how we met and all of that?
Yes, tell me how you met.
So during COVID in 2020, there was no many things to do, and I was living in Santa Monica by the beach, so everybody was going to the beach back then. That was like the only activity. And that's where we met. He does acro yoga. He's an acro yoga instructor. I started to be instructed by him on acro yoga, which is acrobatic yoga, where the stronger person lifts you into different positions and you also get some stretch out of it. It's pretty fun and it keeps you in the moment. We had a lot of things in common. We both liked having a very active lifestyle, doing sports. We started to work out together, and I thought we had a lot in common. Then he invited me over one time to his house to have a smoothie and breakfast that he prepared for me, and that's when he told me he liked me, and by then I was really attracted to him, so we started dating.
So that last move that you all did, we did that last night. Probably not just like that, but it looked a lot like that.
Yeah, seeing it on video looks a little different from the way we maneuvered it, but
yeah, because we were mainly just laying down, but it feels like we were doing that. I don't know.
You felt like you were flying.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Mr. Plemons, so far so good. What Mr. Serrano said, that's accurate. Met.
That's true.
An acrobatic yoga instructor.
That's correct.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
I've been practicing for 8 years and teaching for the last 6.
Okay.
And then Mr. Serrano was one of your students? Or?
She was one of my students.
All right. And something about her, it just made sense.
Yeah. We had just amazing chemistry pretty much from the beginning. And acro yoga is a practice where you never cross the line with a student unless you believe that it could lead to marriage. Because if it doesn't, it's going to lead to one less student. So I felt that we had a future, and we took it there.
Right. And how long were you together?
Just over 2.5 years.
Clearly it was good in the beginning and you thought it was good enough to equal marriage one day. When did things start to go left?
After COVID finished, there started to be more jobs. We used to spend all the time of the world together. So he was like the only hobby that I had back then. But then when everything started to go back to normal, is that I started to travel more for work, commercials, and some modeling jobs and things like that. And he did not like it. He's a very jealous person. Then he started to complain a lot about me not making time for him and for Bob. and
So-
it started to become a problem.
Was that a potential issue that you might not like what she was doing, or she was with another male model that you might feel some kind of way about it?
I just, when you call someone or you make plans to talk at a certain time and they're not available and they don't call you back, you don't talk for 4 or 5 days and then she's home, it just, it could lead to questions.
So were you all living together or were you living in different homes during this time?
Of the breakup, or like we dated and then we moved in together like a year after we
Okay.
started dating.
You felt she didn't have time for you in your relationship. She wasn't returning your texts, your communications.
He would call me when I was working.
Okay. Did you all have set times where I'm going to call you this time, and then he does and you don't answer, or?
Yeah, but like sometimes you're working and like you don't know how long something's gonna take, and then you set a time and you can't because you're working.
Right.
So it just sometimes didn't work, and he also exaggerates a little bit because he says that I would be out like for weeks, and I don't think I was like out of town for more than 4 days.
Well, he said about 4 or 5 days it would take before you call him back.
It was 4 or 5 days, but it was several times a month. 2 or 3 times a month, 4 or 5 days,
That's
she's
the
gone
month.
more than she's home.
So during this time period, is it accurate that 3 to 4 times a month you might be gone for several days?
Sometimes, not every month, but sometimes it could happen, yeah.
What was the longest period while you all were still living together that you were away from home, Bob, and Mr. Clemens?
Like 5 days.
And that's exactly my reason that she's not able to take care of him. She's very busy, and I respect her career, but Bob is a high energy dog. He's kind of chill right now. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, that's why he's standing here. If he was over there, he'd be going crazy.
Okay, no,
he needs a lot of attention.
Baby.
I don't think so. I think he needs cuddles and chill and watch Netflix.
Coming up,
We didn't really talk about Bob. I pretty much made that decision without her.
When I went to pick up my clothes, I thought, oh, maybe I'm gonna see Bob. But I didn't. He was gone walking Bob Marley.
does your ex have your property and refuse to return it? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
Something about her, it just made sense.
We had just amazing chemistry. I felt that we had a future, and we took it there.
How did your relationship formally end? Who ended it and how did it happen?
Well, she was in Miami shooting, I think it was L'Oreal commercial or something. And I called, I think, the second day and then texted her. And then I think I called her the fourth day and she didn't answer. And I texted her and I said, we need to talk. You know, this isn't working for me. When you get back, we need to seriously sit down and figure this out.
When she came back, did you all sit down and talk?
We did. We
Okay.
did. We didn't really talk about Bob. I pretty much made that decision without her.
That you were going to keep him. Okay.
So in terms of your not being in touch with him on the second day, then the fourth day, and then him finally getting in touch with you and saying, okay, this isn't working for me, we need to talk. Did that happen?
We never talk. I don't know what he's talking about. He broke up with me over a text message, and then when I went back, he said I could go pick up my stuff. So when I went to pick up my stuff from his house, and like I had to move back with my mom for a little bit, cause like he kicked me out. I didn't know where to go. When I went to pick up my clothes, I thought, oh, maybe I'm gonna see Bob, but I didn't. They went on a walk, and he had his roommate hand me the clothes, and not all at once, just like some part of them, and he pretended like he didn't know where the rest of my clothes were or something.
Did you see him after that point, Mr.
No,
Clemens?
we talked over the phone and like argue over the dog, and he keeps insisting that I am not like able and capable to take care of the dog, which I disagree with. We got Bob Marley from a shelter. It was my idea because we both love animals, and we wanted to have like a sense of a family, and
That's not
Well-
true. I love dogs. I've always had dogs, and I suggested it because I thought it might be something to bring us closer.
We've called the dog Bob Marley. How did he get the name?
Well, his name was Bob, and we both love music, and so she picked him out. They told us his name was Bob, and she's like, we'll name him Bob Marley. And since he was already called Bob, if you call him Bob Marley, he comes right away.
So, Mr. Serrano, what is your current living situation?
Right now, I had to move in with my ex-roommate that it's like a city next to where we used to live in Venice, in Santa Monica. So I'm back with my ex-roommate, but it was complicated at first. Like I had to move with my mom and sister. They live in a tiny studio. So he really got me.
Your ex-roommate, is that a male or female?
He's a male.
Okay. Is he an ex-romantic interest?
No, not at all.
Okay. And is that an apartment you live in?
Yes, it's an apartment.
Okay. Is this a temporary situation or this is the situation for the time being?
For the time being, yes.
And does that apartment allow pets?
No, they don't.
Is your ex-roommate okay with?
It doesn't matter. 'Cause they don't allow pets.
Well, they can move somewhere else together. I'm presuming there's a
I'm
financial
down
component
move.
to it.
I would move anywhere if I needed for Bob.
Now, you have Bob Marley. Are you still in the same place that you two were living in?
I am.
And they obviously allow pets.
They do.
Okay.
How old is Bob Marley?
Because he's a rescue, we're not 100% sure. We think he was 5 when we got him, so maybe 6.5.
About 6.5. Okay. And when you all broke up and you knew she wasn't coming back to live with you, why didn't you allow her to at least say goodbye to Bob Marley?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Well, the conversations that we had after we broke up were always heated, and I just didn't want the drama.
But you're creating the drama, so you want it.
No.
So what kind of drama are we talking about? Like, what were you arguing about?
Just over whether she should keep Bob or I should keep him.
Okay, so
basically who could take the best care of him.
Okay, so after you all decided to break up, all the discussions then were who gets Bob?
Correct.
And you were like, so that's why he didn't let her see him, because she was like, nope.
And that's why you were conveniently not there whenever she came over to get her stuff.
Correct.
Up next,
The court has engaged an expert.
About 15 years, I worked in veterinary medicine. I own my own business for pet care.
So you know pets.
I know pets, yes. They call me the dog whisperer.
We wanted to have like a sense of a family.
That's not true. I love dogs. I've always had dogs, and I suggested it because I thought it might be something to bring us closer.
Would you be amenable to you all co-parenting, sharing 2 weeks a month with you, 2 weeks a month with her?
I just don't know that the people that she's having walk Bob are responsible enough for his safety.
I think he's jealous.
He's a handful. He's not an easy dog to walk. I know he's making a liar out of me at this moment.
Mr. Keller, what I'm concerned about is, how this would affect his behavior. He's been with Mr. Clemens all this time. So, with that, the court has engaged an expert. We have veterinary surgeon and behavior expert, Sir Ken Coleman, who is going to talk to us and answer my questions about some of these behavioral issues that might arise depending on the decision that we make. Tashi, will you show our expert in, please? How are you, Mr. Coleman?
I'm well. How are you doing, Your Honor?
I'm good. For the benefit of the court and our litigants, can you tell us a little bit about your background and your expertise?
Yes, so about 15 years, I worked in veterinary medicine. I own my own business for pet care, which I tend to 30 clients a day. Yeah, that's
so
it.
you know pets.
I know pets, yes.
Okay.
They call me the dog whisperer.
The dog whisperer.
Yes.
Okay, well then I got the right person. How does going from different households, like from a household with 2 to a household with 1, and then maybe having to go to a different one, or going back between households. How can that affect the dog's happiness and behavior?
Well, it affects a dog's happiness just like it affects a child's happiness. You know, it causes so many different anxiety issues, especially separation anxiety. And one thing that's unique about dachshunds, they are actually a one-owner breed. So, I mean, if there's instability in a home where there's 2 parents and one parent is not home as frequently, of course, it's a no-brainer who the dachshund would choose as their primary caregiver.
So going back and forth is really not a good option for Bob Marley.
It's not a great option. And another thing I was saying, Queen Victoria, she would say, only a dachshund can turn a home into a castle. I think that'd kind of be slightly impossible if Bob is going in between different environments for him to turn into a castle, so yes.
My other question is, Mr. Plymouth has testified that, you know, what we're seeing is that, you know, he seems so relaxed and he's sleeping and so comfortable, but that he's actually a high energy dog, requires lots of walk. Is that accurate as well?
It's very, very accurate, especially as they get older in age. They can live up to be 21 years, but that's with an adequate amount of exercising, healthy diet, you know, a normal environment. You don't want to have them under stress. So going on from 8 years up until 21 years old, those are the most vital, important years that you want to make sure that you are very attentive as a parent for them.
All right, Mr. Coleman, thank you very much for sharing with us today.
All right.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know, it's clear that both of you all care about the dog. Both of you all want Bob Marley to be well taken care of. Both of you all believe that you are in the better position to take care of Bob Marley. So it really comes down to, you know, what's in the best interest of Bob Marley and what is the best answer to this dilemma. And we kind of talked about, you know, if each of you would be willing to kind of split time with him. That, you know, you have him for a couple of weeks, that you have him for a couple of weeks. And that would seem to be a reasonable solution. The problem is our expert says that that's really not the best thing for dachshunds in general and Bob Marley specifically.
And then he also said that the dogs have their owner, that their person. And so looking at where he's been and based on the expert's testimony, we are going to award custody to Mr. Plymouth and encourage you to go and find another love, fur baby love, at a shelter, because there's some puppy that would love to be yours. And hopefully you'll do it when you have a place for that puppy and really have the time to care for it. I think you're beautiful, and I understand why you're busy being a model. But that's maybe not the lifestyle for a rescue dog at this juncture, and definitely not for him based on what our expert said. That is the ruling of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care of that baby dog. Go get you a baby dog. Court is adjourned.
Hey, Bob, we won, Bob, we won. You ready to go home, buddy? You ready to go home? This way, buddy. I'm fine with her, you know, taking him for a day or so.
We never came into a solution, so I don't believe anything he says.
Him living with her for half the month, it's definitely not in his best interest.
You touch me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you.
Today on Cutler's Court.
She possessive?
Absolutely not.
She controlling?
Absolutely not.
She manipulative?
We're gonna give you a chance, just hold on. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't play one on TV. That doesn't sound like the makings of a long-lasting relationship.
We'll find out today if this relationship can be saved. This is Cutler's Court. Zavon Walton feels like he has whiplash from his girlfriend's constant mood swings. One minute she's hot, the next minute she's cold. He says he needs help from the judges to regulate these temperatures. Tanisha Hamilton is fed up with her boyfriend always making her out to be the bad guy. She's trying to live her life with good vibes only, but claims his negativity is bringing her down.
Your Honor, today we have case 1080, Walton versus Hamilton.
Right. Thank you, Joshie. Mr. Walton and Ms. Hamilton, you all have got some anger issues and some addiction issues with which you need our help today. Is that right?
Yeah, Your Honor.
All right, tell me what's going on.
I'm in an emotional, abusive relationship.
You are.
I am.
Okay, tell me about that.
At first, it wasn't always like this. Like, we was cool. A couple months down the line, she got to showing me her true colors to the point where it's like psychological abuse almost. Like, I'm almost going crazy. And it's like certain things I can't deal with.
So how did you all meet?
I had met her, I was getting off work. Then I think she was getting off work too. And I had got on the bus and saw her. And then she saw me. I was like, she look good. But then she was like, babe, I don't want to go say nothing. I had went over there to go sit to her and started talking to her. She gave me her number and stuff, and then we hit it off from there.
What's changed?
She got to show me her true colors.
And what are her true colors?
Wait a minute, let me ask. When did the true colors start showing up?
After our first argument.
Okay, when was that?
How long into the relationship?
I think it was like around like a month and a half, 2 months.
So y'all were 45, 60 days in and her true colors showed up?
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm put up with it though.
Okay, so what were her true colors?
She possessive.
Absolutely not.
She controlling.
Absolutely not.
She manipulative.
We're gonna give you a chance, just hold on.
Like she controlling, manipulative. I really wanted it to work, but the whole time, it's just like she just got to change a couple things about herself, and then I'd be like, all right, everything cool.
That's not who I am.
Okay, who are you?
I'm this like ball of energy. I like to have fun. I'm a free spirit.
Hold on, Mr. Walton.
All right, we gonna here. Let me lay this groundwork right now. When she's talking, I'm gonna need you to be quiet. When he's talking, I need you to be quiet because you both have come a long way to talk to us. We can't talk to both of y'all at the same time. Don't make me use my gavel. You ain't gonna like me when I use my gavel. So Miss Hamilton, talk to Mr. Cutler.
I'm fun, bubbly, life of the party, bringing the good energy. And I don't know what he's talking about as far as like all the negative stuff.
So have you changed any in your relationship from the beginning to now?
I mean, I'm a woman. I have attitudes. Like some days are better than others.
Okay, so let me ask you. You said she's possessive. Give me some examples of her being possessive, and I want you to listen.
Look,
Miss Hamilton.
Look, we'll get into a little argument or whatever, and then she'll put me out of the house, and then after she put me out, she'll be calling me like seconds later, like come back, come back, come back. The whole time I'm like, you put me out your house, why do I gotta come back?
But how's that possessive? She won't. Well, I guess she won't let you go.
She won't let me go. Like I'm leaving, but she won't let me go. Type. Like, so I'm like, whole time I'm leaving, but why you calling me back if you just put me out?
And how often has that happened over the last 18 months?
Probably like 20 times.
So once a month?
At the moment, I be angry, but then I snap back to reality, like, I love him. I don't want him to go anywhere, so come back. I be needing that space to calm down.
You have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
You're hot.
Mm-hmm.
You say get out.
Not all the time.
Okay. And so you're just like, I need space, but you're just saying, but your response is get out. And then he leaves.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shoot, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
So how was she controlling and or manipulative?
We were supposed to go to a restaurant one time. And we was all getting ready to go. And then she like, I don't want to go.
He's a vibe killer. He work at a low vibration.
Well,
he's low vibrational.
So at what point, I mean, are you standing at the door with your hand on the doorknob? You got keys in your hand ready to walk and she said, no, I don't want to go. At what point in the process is she telling you she doesn't want to go?
As a matter of fact, we'll be outside on our way to go do something and then she'll start an argument with me.
Okay. Has that happened where you all are on your way to go do something, whether it's go eat or go to a club or whatever, and you're like, no, thank you?
Yeah, because he's insecure.
But I'm supposed to be your man, though.
He's insecure.
I'm supposed to be your man, though.
Hold on,
Mr.
My bad,
Walton.
I'm sorry.
He's insecure to me. Like when we go out places, if somebody looking at me, he get mad at me because I'm getting attention, you know, or, you know, if somebody's looking at me, he's like, why he looking at you? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm cute, of course, you know.
Whole time you start conversations with these people.
Wait, Mr. Walton.
I'm a people
sorry,
person.
I'm
People
sorry,
love
I'm
me.
sorry,
I have
I'm
good
sorry.
energy. People come up talking to me. He can't take that. He hates the attention. His vibe is very low.
So that's why are you doing this?
With him?
Yeah, why do you say, well, let's go, and then like, that's okay?
Because his attitude changed. It just seems like he's not up for, like he'll make these plans and then it's like, because I'm an energy person and I feel his energy and his energy is a little off. It just seems like, I don't know, he want to do it, but he really don't want to do it.
And you're like, I'm not gonna go with somebody who doesn't want to go.
You a Debbie Downer, like, no.
In the court papers, you accuse Mr. Walton of having a sex addiction.
Yes, he does.
Tell me about that.
I think he's running a whorehouse. Every time I call, there's a lot of women in the background. I came over there one time, it smelled like feet. So whoever the girl was over there, feet stank. I know her feet stank. I went in his bathroom, it was some big drawers. I don't wear big drawers. I don't.
Okay, but how does that, I really want to ask you how big those drawers were. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna make a left.
It smelled like feet, Your Honor.
Okay, well, so yeah. So my question is, how does stanky feet and large underwear equal sex addiction? No, equal sex addiction.
Well, cause I know he has a lot of women over there. Cause like when I leave clothes and stuff, he make me like, why I can't leave my clothes around your house? What you hiding?
Yeah, well, he don't want you marking his territory, so.
Well, I'm his girlfriend though.
Up next.
She's always like having sex without me. Like she has sex with girls without me.
Okay, did you agree to her?
We be broken up?
I didn't. I never agreed.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, wait.
Whole time.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I cannot get what I need to help you if y'all are just doing this.
Are you in a situationship and need advice? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
Every time I call, there's a lot of women in the background. I came over there one time, it smelled like feet. So whoever the girl was over there, feet stank. I know her feet stank.
How does stanky feet and large underwear equal sex addiction? No, equal sex addiction.
She says that you're cheating. You have a lot of women around. Is that true?
Those are false allegations.
Okay.
False allegations.
So has she ever called and you've answered the phone, you're at your place, and there's music and women and giggling around?
No,
feet
false
smelling?
allegations.
Never?
False allegations. I'm
Big
always
draws?
by myself. I am the most faithfulest
Talk
person you
about
will
the big
ever
draws.
Did she find big underwear?
They
at
was
your house?
huge.
Bro, she's just trying to be funny right now, but all my drawers are small.
No.
Okay, yours are. What about your women?
Big draws.
Whole time, honestly, I've been faithful to this girl for a year and some months. Like, honestly,
Stop lying. I will come over there and punch you in the back of your head. I swear to God, I will.
Well, no, we're not gonna do that, darling.
Like you lying.
I'm not lying,
Yes,
bro.
I will come over there and drop kick you. I swear to
Like,
God.
Okay, wait.
You see how we communicate?
Okay,
Communication
Ms.
poor.
Hamilton,
Where-
have you ever actually caught him with a
Never.
woman? Okay. So you just have this feeling in your spirit that he's cheating.
And the women in the background. What more evidence do you need than that? Who are you?
I saw him with another woman. That would be actual evidence.
Does he have any female relatives?
I don't know. I never met him. If he did, I never met his sisters or nothing like that, so I don't know.
But you know he has sisters.
Yeah, he do.
Okay, so is it?
I'm not buying it though.
No, I'm just saying.
He's a whore.
Is it a possibility? Just a possibility, like it could happen that he's with his sisters.
Nope, he's a whore. I'm standing on it. I'm sorry.
Bro, how you
What's your basis for that?
I'm not even gonna say nothing at this
Well, because
point.
the way he carried himself, and then especially like when we're in public, he's easily distracted by women. I'm not insecure or anything, but that's still rude to me. Like, you know.
Bro, I don't even talk to other women in your face, bro.
You have.
I haven't. I never did that.
You
and
really
the only reason I ever
flirtatious.
did that, it was off of you because you bisexual, bro. You like girls too, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like, we cool. We could be looking at women together, but you
But don't nothing move till I say so.
What?
Don't nothing move till I say so.
Okay, you got it. But you see how we communicate though?
And so
This is poor
nothing moves till you
communication.
say so.
As far as like the women part, yeah.
Okay,
That's what I mean,
and
she possessive.
One of the things he mentioned was that you were controlling.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate?
I just
then?
feel like if you want to, like we like to have fun. If you want to mess with my man, you have to go through me, yeah.
Couples who are bringing other people into their bed have a very worked out plan of how that looks. And so you know, if you all are involved in that lifestyle, have you ever had a conversation about
Your
what
Honor,
this looks like?
Your Honor, Your
No,
Honor.
no, no.
I'm
I want you
sorry.
to answer my question.
We had conversations like that, but she's always like having sex without me. Like she has sex with girls without me.
Okay, did you agree to her?
be broken
having-
up?
I didn't. I never
Did you,
agreed.
hold on.
We be broken up.
Wait. Did you tell her, I don't want you to do that?
I insinuated it, but I ain't completely put it
Okay,
out there.
so see there, insinuation ain't the same
But
as
we be broken
con-
up.
But
I'm
whole
sorry,
time,
wait.
whole time.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I cannot get what I need to help you if y'all are just doing this. So if you didn't say to her, I don't want you to do X without me, then if she is, and I'm not saying you are, but if she is, there's no groundwork. When you all are, those are conversations that have to be held, and everybody agrees this is how it's gonna play out. I'm not saying it's right, but I am saying you're making somebody responsible for something they don't know about.
Up next,
60 days in, y'all had your first argument and break up. This is a monthly happening that y'all have a big fight and break up. That doesn't sound like the makings of a long-lasting relationship.
Honestly, I've been faithful to this girl for a year and some months. Like, honestly,
Stop lying. I will
really,
come over there and punch you in the back of your head. I swear to God. I
Well,
will.
no, we're not gonna do
Okay,
that,
okay.
darling.
Like you lying.
like, you see how we communicate?
Okay,
Communication
Ms.
poor.
Hamilton,
Like-
have you ever actually caught him with a
Never.
woman? You and Mr. Walton are in a relationship. Okay, you all are together in this relationship. If you were to be sexually active with another man, that would be considered cheating, correct?
Correct.
Right. In that same instance, if you were involved with another woman, do you consider that cheating?
Yes, I do. But I want to throw in there, every time I'm with a woman, we're not together. You guys just said that when we're not together, anything goes. So I feel like, you know.
So
That's
those are things that happen when you're on a break.
Yeah, breaking up or on a break.
Honestly, Your Honor, I don't even like taking breaks. And then I feel like she break up with me every time she can just to go do what she want to do. That's how I feel.
Okay, so I gotta ask you. We've been talking to you for a few minutes. Why y'all together?
Honestly, she brought me out a dark place. Like, I was going through something, and then, like, I'm like, this is my girlfriend, bro. This is my light right here. Like, she brought me out a dark place almost, for real.
Okay, so why are you still together? Because you said
Honestly, I really wanted to work. My intentions is to make this relationship work.
why you want to do this?
I care about him. I love him.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I feel it in my soul. I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it, girl. I feel it.
Okay.
But yeah, I care about him. The times that we do have, it do be good. It's just when we into it, it's bad. We
But
do
it-
have good times.
Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, y'all been together 18 months, give or take a day or two. 60 days in, y'all had your first argument and break up. According to him and somewhat to you, this is a monthly happening that y'all have a big fight and break up. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't play one on TV. But that math is bad. That doesn't sound like the makings of a long-lasting relationship. You know, sometimes you just need somebody to stand on the outside and look in and be like, it's not you, y'all not bad people. I think you're probably wonderful young people. But you need to evaluate your season.
Right.
Is this spring or is this late fall?
Okay. I do want to say, Your Honor, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything. I'm 30, but I know what I want. I know what I want out of a man, and I know how I want to be loved. And basically, when I'm breaking up with him, is to protect my peace and my energy.
Yeah.
And he's telling.
It is. No, let her have her speak.
Yeah, and I like to protect my energy, and I feel like he comes with this neck. Like he said, he was in a dark place.
Yeah.
He probably still there. He think he's out of it, but he probably not, you know? And I feel like that is kind of draining for me. So who really need to wait? Who need to be set free in this relationship?
And you really just identified the problem with you in relationships is that when things are not good, you're like, I'm out, I need to go to my place by myself my safe place and regroup me, which is a good thing, except you are going a little too far. Instead of moving to maybe this corner of the relationship, you're moving out of the relationship altogether, and then when you feel like it, you come back into the relationship. And then you're good until there's a bad spot again, and then rather than moving to a corner within the confines of the relationship, you're moving out of the relationship. We're done, get out. But you can't jump in and out of a relationship just to find inner peace. You have to find that inner peace within the confines of the relationship. Mr. Walton and Ms. Hamilton.
Yes.
It looks like this is a relationship that cannot be saved. I think you all have had your eyes opened a little bit. Hopefully it was because of something that we said, that you realize, okay, maybe at this time, in this space, in this place, you all are not the ones who should be together at this point. Mr. Walton is who he is.
Yep.
And so if you're trying to change him or get him to be something that he's not, if you're trying to get him to match your energy at every point, consistently, always, from my limited interaction with you, I just don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
I really don't. All right, so Mr. Walton and Ms. Hamilton.
Yes.
It looks like this is a relationship that cannot be saved. I think you all have had your eyes opened a little bit. Hopefully it was because of something that we said, that you realize, okay, maybe at this time, in this space, in this place, you all are not the ones who should be together at this point. Right. And Mr. Walton has indicated that he came here for some answers, and you've gotten those answers. And so Mr. Walton said, you are the one who brought this suit. Are you staying or are you walking?
I'm gonna stay, because I'm a strong individual. I'm gonna stay. Like, no matter what we go through, like, I'm good with I'm good.
All right, Miss Hamilton, are you gonna stay?
Right, look how she
No,
looking
I
at me, bro.
don't.
That is all that, bro.
That is not an energy. That is not a vibe that says yes. That's a vibe that says
negative,
no.
Negative energy.
I know with relationships, you do have to take some stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be perfect or
No,
anything
it
like
isn't.
that. I think that, like, where we going now, I just think that we are mentally immature, and I think that we can get to a place where we can actually make it work.
All right, well, we've given you our advice. We've given you some things to think about, and hopefully you all can move forward together.
For sure.
Can I punch him in the back of the head?
No, you may not.
I'm in an abusive relationship.
Okay, but you want to stay here. What is wrong with you? I ain't gonna be with you
What's the song?
in Chicago when she tagging you.
What's the song? Neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Well, we've given you our determination.
Love you guys.
And you all, if you want to leave together, that's fine. God bless you, and hope you all figure it out.
Okay.
That is the determination of this court, and we are adjourned.
All right, thank you.
Big.
I feel like there's some truth to what the judge has said.
We're gonna try to make it work. Being that they were married, I do want to take all the advice that they gave me. I feel like they know what they're talking about, and it made me want to look at myself and change some things about myself.
Today on Cutler's Court.
You are giving an ultimatum today.
Yes.
You want Ms. Rodriguez to notify the ex today in our courtroom that you it.
Right.
You're the one.
I would like to know that I am a priority in her life moving forward.
And not the ex.
Right, and not the ex. I want to make sure that everybody knows that we are prioritizing each other before anybody else.
Ms. Rodriguez, are you willing to make that call today from our courtroom?
We'll find out today. Will he stay or will he go? This is Cutler's Court. Davion Hicks is bringing his girlfriend to court with an ultimatum. Leave her ex in the past so they can move forward in their relationship, or he will walk away for good. Yasmilyn Rodriguez is frustrated with her boyfriend's baseless suspicions. She has 2 children with her ex, and her boyfriend needs to be more understanding of their co-parenting situation.
Your Honor, this is case 1079, Hicks versus Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir.
Good day, everyone.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're good. Mr. Hicks, you have brought your girlfriend because you want the ex to disappear from your relationship. Is that correct?
Along those lines, yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me your story. What's going on?
Okay, well, Yaz and I met about 7 months ago. We met at a hookah lounge. Obviously, we formed a bond and we caught feelings. So what I am asking for is commitment. I would like to be included. I want to be a priority, prioritized. I'm also seeking open and honest communication.
All right. Well, it doesn't sound like unreasonable request.
Yeah.
I think most relationships need to have some commitment. You have to feel like you're a priority. You got to have good communications, and Lord knows you need grace. So I don't find these requests outrageous. Miss Rodriguez, what's going on from your side of this table?
So I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm from Dominican Republic, so I came here when I was 3, and then we went on forward. I met my biological mother at 15. I was in foster care throughout my teenage years. I was in 2 domestic violence relationships that I had to, be resilient from as a teenager. I went into school for social work, and I just recently obtained my master's as a clinical social worker.
Congratulations.
And thank you. I have 2 boys, so I am 25, and I managed to be a mother of 2 boys while obtaining my degree, while also trying to become and grow as a character. But within time, I became very self-reflective of my character and how I speak to people. And so I'm a very open book. I keep it black or white. I keep it straightforward. I don't hide nothing.
So you are transparent.
I'm very transparent. So I really try to practice. Yes, I'm blunt, but how am I going to say this to this person? Because of my field of work, I have to practice those things.
Okay, so let me stop you there. What I'm hearing is that you are transparent. You don't try to play games. When you say blue, it's blue.
100%.
But you try not to be rude about it, but it's like matter of fact.
Right.
So, Mr. Hicks, do you find that to be true about her? She's very
true.
direct, very blunt.
Yes, sir.
How do you like that?
Sometimes her bluntness comes randomly, and I'm not ready for it. So when I receive it, I'm just like, oh, wow.
It's not what you were used to in terms of communication with a significant other. It was different. Is that safe to say?
That is safe to say, yes, ma'am.
Blunt can be like, that's ugly. I mean, that's blunt.
Right.
But is it more the fact that she is very direct with you about what's happening?
It's not about the bluntness. I actually love the bluntness. It's more about the miscommunication.
Okay.
I'm not used to the way she explains things. We had a miscommunication, let's say about 2 months ago. There was a situation where her contract at her job ran out. She called me, she was worried and concerned. She let me know the situation. The situation was, I don't have a contract for the next 2 months. I have children and I need a place to stay. So we came up with a couple options. Option 1, we could just pay where she was staying. You can move in with me. And option 3, I didn't necessarily like, but you can move in with your baby daddy. I'm driving to work. We're having that conversation. My lunch break was over, so I had to go back to work.
Okay. You didn't resolve it during the conversation.
We did not resolve it.
You just had the option.
Correct.
Okay.
I call her when I get off, and the decision was already made. So she calls me, and she's like, hey, I just got off the phone with my ex, and I told him that I'm moving in with him.
So what were you more upset about? Were you upset about the fact that you were still at the option stage and we will pick up this conversation later, or the fact that she was actually moving in with her ex?
I was more upset of the fact that the option phase didn't get decided with me.
So your preference would have been, you pick up the conversation, say, okay, we have A, B, and C. How do we want to do this? And if the decision had been, yeah, the best move is to move in with your ex, you all made that decision together.
Correct.
I'm thinking in her mind, she's like, well, we did talk about it, and we came with the options, and so it's decision-making time. She's had to make decisions all her life for her, and it's like, okay, we did discuss it. So I guess that was kind of a miscommunication because you thought, okay, we'll pick it up later, and you're thinking, okay, we talked about it, and you laid out the options, and so this is the option I'm choosing.
Right.
Okay, so did y'all end up moving in together ultimately?
We went with the option of allowing her to have space and her staying where she's at. So we just came up with the money, paid her rent, so she could stay where she's at.
All right.
So, Ms. Rodriguez, do you believe that your ex is more in your life than he should be?
No, I feel like we're very great friends. We were together for 7 years.
Do you understand why Mr. Hicks thinks your ex is too involved in your life?
Yeah, I feel like he has explained to me you feel more comfortable with telling him stuff versus me. And I'm like, well, when I come to you and I tell you about my feelings and I tell you about these things, you get defense mode instead of reflecting to my feelings. You make it about you.
Give me an example of that, what you're talking about, where you go to him, you have a conversation, and you're like, dude, that's not where this was headed.
When me and him first started back in January, I messaged him a day after Valentine's Day. We had a great day on Valentine's Day, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, I just want to say I love what we're doing. I just want to make sure we don't lose ourselves in this relationship because I've lost myself once before, and I want to make sure I go back to being who I am, working out, and not stopping those things because I'm so invested in you. Yes. And I don't want you so invested in me either. We need to make sure we also have our friends and make sure we do our thing and be together. He took it as like, oh, you just don't want nothing to do with me.
Up next.
If you get in my face and you give me an attitude, I'm going to leave. Because I told him I'm not ready for a relationship. I feel like it would not be fair for me to get into a relationship because of my past, and I never want to compare my past to my present. So he knew what I needed.
And do you think he is that person?
Are you in a situationship and need advice? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
I messaged him the day after Valentine's Day. We had a great day on Valentine's Day, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, I love what we're doing. I just want to make sure we don't lose ourselves in this relationship because I'm so invested in you, and I don't want you so invested in me either. He took it as like, oh, you just don't want nothing to do with me.
As you were saying that, I'm like, I know exactly how that landed. I know exactly how that landed.
I did all this for you on Valentine's Day, and your response is, that's too much.
Yeah, I think we
Back
need
up.
to make sure we
Slow it
keep
down.
time for ourselves and
Yes.
we don't get too much into this. And
Is that what happened?
So that would be an example of the awkward bluntness. Like it came at a random time to me. So it went from this awesome feeling, and then it's like the next morning, oh, well, whoa, slow down. I know yesterday was great, and I kind of took that like, wow, you're already kicking me to the curb or pushing me to the side. I didn't know how to feel about that message.
Yeah.
And she literally did put in the message. It sounded beautiful saying it here. I responded about 17 times.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you weren't overthinking it.
He was overthinking it, and I knew it. And I was like,
But
stop overthinking it. I like you a lot. I'm just saying, let's keep doing our thing.
I responded 17 times, but I sent none.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow.
I would write something, and then I had to delete it. I would write something, and then I
Right,
had
and
to delete it.
and I was
'cause
like,
I kept thinking, like, okay, she did say don't overthink it. Don't
But
overthink it.
I'm doing exactly what she said.
But
Don't do
line
it.
2 says...
So we got the communication. Who is above you in terms of priority from your viewpoint?
And from my viewpoint, her ex. And there's a couple of reasons why I say that.
I was getting ready to say, tell me why.
She's co-parenting, which I understand and respect. Like I said, there was a situation where we talked about the options. One of those options was paying the rent where she's currently at. I offered to pay that, and her ex ended up paying it.
And you were upset because?
Kind of hurt my feelings.
But did you consider the perspective of him providing a place for his children to be? That,
Yes.
okay, she is in need of rent, and she's there with my kids, I'm the ex, and so I need to make sure my kids have somewhere to be and not out on the street. Did you consider that perspective?
I considered that something that should have been thought about, this whole entire time. Like, why wait until this week or this month to think about that? Like, why didn't you think and provide that from the start?
All right. So let's suppose Ms. Rodriguez has a bad day at work and she needs somebody to talk to. In your mind, who is she more likely to call, you or her ex?
In my mind, who is she more likely to open? I believe she'll call me.
Okay.
But I think she'd be more truthful and more relaxed telling her ex the situation.
Okay, and why do you believe that?
That was a big problem towards the beginning of the relationship. Like she mentioned earlier, I had a bunch of questions, like, why are you so nice to him? How come every time he does this, that happens, and when I do this, this happens? I just wanted to get an understanding of that.
I don't disagree with it, but I do want to say my piece about it.
Okay.
Yes, I get defense mode and I shut down because I believe you want me to talk to you a certain way, but I want that same thing. If you have, hey, yo, I don't want to listen I shut down because now I'm in defense mode. And you also shut down. He will also shut down. But you know what I do? I take one for the team and I eat that up and I'm like, hey, what's wrong? And I see myself doing that more often. Because I've been through domestic, if you get in my face and you give me an attitude, I'm going to leave. Because when we first met, I told him, I feel like it would not be fair for me to get into a relationship because of my past, and I never want to compare my past to my present. And me and him are just friends as I'm saying this. And he asked me a question, well, do you think you can heal with somebody? I'm like, if it's the right person, if they're willing to give me grace, if they're patient with me because of my past traumas, if they are patient, I believe that can happen. So he knew what I needed. I told him exactly what I wanted in a man. I need somebody patient, somebody that gives me grace, somebody who understands.
And do you think he is that person?
Up next.
Her traumas, I can meet you halfway, but I can't take the backlash from something I didn't do.
You come with your history, whatever that is. Some history is really, dang.
When we first met, I told him, I'm not ready for a relationship. I feel like it will not be fair for me to get into a relationship because of my past, and I never want to compare my past to my present. And he asked me a question, well, do you think you can heal with somebody? I'm like, if it's the right person.
And do you think he is that person?
I feel like he can be.
What does he need to actually be that person?
I want him to be more self-reflective. I want him to not feel like, you know, some men have a stigma, I gotta be a man. If you give a woman what she wants, she'll be so submissive to you. And I give him the world, and he knows that. But he got to meet me halfway. He gotta give me, I can't just fill his cup. I need my cup filled too.
Well, did you hear what she said?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and what do you think about that?
I agree.
Look, our work is done. Come on. All right. We through. We through.
I agree, but at the same time, like, her traumas, I can meet you halfway, but I can't take the backlash from something I didn't do. My past experience, we grew up in two totally separate households. I grew up with my grandparents. My grandmother died when I was 11. So I only have a male perspective on how to love a woman. I don't have a mother's perspective on how to love a woman and how to give her grace.
You come with your history, whatever that is. Some history is really like, dang. Nobody comes to the table unscathed. So that is the challenge of a relationship. The challenge is, do I accept you and love you as you are today? And more importantly, can I accept and love the person you're going to become?
It sounds like you all are at the beginning stages of a relationship. You've been together about 7 months, right? Okay, and you're kind of learning about each other, learning about the way you do things, and there is some adaptation that needs to take place. The question is, at this point, and I'll start with Ms. Rodriguez, do you believe that there is any major impediment to your relationship that's going to keep this from going forward?
Yeah, I just want to feel like he got me no matter what, because I got him no matter what. I need him to see me as his woman, as his girlfriend, not as an enemy.
So, Mr. Hicks, in order for this relationship to move forward, is there some big problem that you just got to get over, and you all have to get over before this relationship can really blossom?
I would like to know that I am a priority, like, in her life moving forward.
And not the ex.
Right, and not the ex. I want to make sure that everybody knows that we are prioritizing each other before anybody else.
So in your court papers, it says that you are giving an ultimatum today.
Yes.
And that it is that you want Ms. Rodriguez to notify the ex today in our courtroom that you it.
Right.
You're the one.
We can't keep going back and forth. I just don't want any interruptions. You know, I don't want interruptions 6 days from now, 6 months from now. Like what we are working on, I see a future with.
And you understand that she still has to co-parent with this person, but
Yes.
he needs to understand you are the man, he's the co-parent. Is that
Correct.
fair?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Rodriguez, are you willing to make that call today from our courtroom?
What we need to know from you right now is, are you going to make the call to your ex?
I need somebody to get my phone.
All right.
All right.
Tasha, would you get Ms. Rodriguez's phone, please?
Yes, sir.
I'm just calling you just to talk about, you know, me and Davon had a conversation, and I just want to make sure you know, like, he's my man, I'm with him, and we're just co-parenting. And he's the one that I'm going to be with.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted to make things clear. That's all.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so at this point, you have had your ultimatum. She has met it, exceeded it. It's clear. Now, we're going to give you all some quick advice. Both of you are right. I think the issue is that sometimes you just need to, somebody has to say, you know what, this ain't worth it. You got to pick your fights. Everything can't be World War III.
And in your case, Mr. Hicks, I think that sometimes you come off as rigid, like this way it needs to be, and if she is blunt in her approach to it and it doesn't comport with what you know, it's almost like you shut down, or it's like, and you're gonna have to be more forgiving, more accommodating, because it's, again, in this stage of the relationship, you're gonna run into all kinds of issues like that. And if you all can't talk about it, if one of you shuts down, because I don't get the impression she's shutting down, she's probably, you know, more at you like this, and another thing, and another thing. And I'm just an open book, so I'm gonna tell you. And if you just shut down, then that's probably not gonna work. You all have to learn how to communicate effectively. And that's gonna be your biggest challenge that I see.
Right.
Right. So, we wish you all the best of luck.
Cute as a button. Y'all are cute couple, so, you know, I'm here for it.
So that is the determination of the court, and court is adjourned.
With her reaching out to her ex, it made me feel a lot more comfortable and prioritized.
I have nothing to hide. I've been straightforward since day one. A call is easy because I've been clear, very clear to my children's father, and very clear to him that he is my man and my child's father isn't.